On the anxious thing, actually, I was talking about this with my friend because she suffers from anxiety too, and I'd say I'm quite an anxious person. We were saying the worst thing you can say to an anxious person is that they're overthinking. That is like the worst thing. We're like, it doesn't show any understanding, and then it makes it's just, please don't say that to anxious people that they're overthinking. I would just say that.
Yeah, it's really dependent on the person and where they're currently at on their journey with their own self-development and emotional intelligence. So, for example, if you were to say to me, Joanna, Sam, you're overthinking this, I would actually go, yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
am overthinking. Okay, let's
Yeah.
snap out of that now, right? However, if I was to say to you, Joanna, you're just overthinking, you're up in your head,
Yeah.
you'd be like, hang on a minute, don't like that you would receive that differently. So I think it's really important to understand how people are feeling,
Yeah.
right? Getting an understanding of the feeling. Often with people that are very anxious, and I tell you now, I have spent my whole life being so anxious to the point of panic attacks.
Yeah.
I suffered with agoraphobia. I couldn't leave the house, like
Yeah.
on levels here, right? Um, but a lot of it at the time is where there's been a disconnection with how we feel.
Mm.
So we go up in the head,
Yeah.
right? And the thoughts start, doing their thing, and all these catastrophic things start coming up, right? And remember, your brain is there to try and keep you alive and keep you safe. So your brain is doing its thing as well. But a lot of the time, it is just understanding how people are feeling and getting them to connect to the body around how they're feeling about things as well.
Yeah.
Because as women, we've been taught to disconnect,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And actually, that reminds me of something you told me on a recent dating experience I had. Because I'm like, I never overthink this much. Like we said, I was flip flopping in the early stages, but you said
Hmm.
something really important. Actually, you said, well, if they were the right person for you and giving you, those signs or the things that you wanted, would you be flip flopping? And I was like, no. And that was a
Yeah,
really important thing, an
yeah,
important
because
takeaway for me. Actually, I was like, huh, yeah, no, I wouldn't be.
yeah, this is the thing. Like it wasn't feeling right in your
Yeah.
body,
Yeah.
and so because you, as all of us do at some point, you kind of bypass that.
Yeah.
Your head then takes over, and you're
Hmm.
like, "What the hell am I doing? I'm going
Yeah.
saying this, and then I'm doing that, and like I'm coming across as a bit messy here. What
Yeah.
is happening?" And we bring it back to how does this person or this situation make you feel?
Yeah.
Does this thing make you feel safe? I can tell you now, my level of anxiety took a massive nosedive when I met my husband. In fact, so much so, I had such bad anxiety, my hair was falling out in
Oh my
clumps before I
gosh.
met my husband.
Oh gosh.
And within a month of meeting him, it stopped.
They make you feel safe, the right person, don't they? They make you feel just
It
comfortable.
regulates your nervous system.
Yeah.
You feel calm, you feel safe, and your
Yeah.
body will reflect that.
Yes. No, I agree.